Kujalewski. No sex, no guns. Gang. So these guys have all this like idolatry and stuff here, Christmas nonsense, toys, da-da-da. Yes, and I've been walking by this for, probably multiple years at times, on and off, and especially the last couple years. But no, what I didn't realize is over here in the corner of their property, look, they got this special thing with a little arch, and it says, "A Savior is born." See? They have the thing for Jesus. Guys, see, the one thing, don't pee on that. The one thing that matters and is true and real and part of real history and real spirituality is that Jesus really is a savior. A lot of people, they try to condemn religion because they don't realize that God's on the same page with them. They don't like the false priests and the child molesting Catholic Church with the blood drinking red shoes and all the other ones that are almost as bad but not as bad. Then there's the ones that just are child molesters and they're not as bad. They're like Pharisees and Sadducees up to Luciferian vampires. The thing is, see, I'm not into this Disney stuff. I banned Disney a long time ago from my life. And you can see why now if you read the news about Epstein and stuff like that. Oh. What's that? They always howl at sirens and stuff. If you read the Bible, God, so like Saint Stephen is one example. He says their priests are false. There was an issue with the organized religious church that there was a lot of people that are fake. Just like with jobs, when Jesus said the hireling doesn't care. People who just do something only for money, they don't care. Like how the DMV is trying to extort me, even though I'm not a criminal, to get my own license back from a thing that was expunged years ago. I got a DUI. I don't even drink. I haven't drank in years, but I got a DUI sitting behind a bar. It doesn't matter why, but the point is I wasn't really out driving. I was actually behind a bar. There was a fight in the bar and I was sitting in my car. I ended up getting a DUI. And I refused to give them my blood because the cops kidnapped me and took my blood in 2014. Yes, this is all true. Bucks County Prison. If you Google my name, Stephanie Foundis, you'll see that there was an arrest, but there's lies about me on there. I didn't even commit a crime. And that whole thing was totally dropped. That wasn't even an expungement case because there was no crime. A different thing happened where the DUI happened later, and it was ARD with no probation, and I got it expunged. I paid my fines, I did my community service, I went to my meetings and all that, and I barely even drank at that time, and I learned to completely give up drinking 100%, and that was part of the reason why right there. But the point is, it's 2026 now, okay? It's 2026. The DMV, I just went to John's down there on Trenton Road, Levittown, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm airing you niggers out. I don't give a shit. The point is, I left the chief of police this message today too, so everybody knows, everyone's on the same page. Okay, I left him about a 5, 8 minute, 10 minute, who knows, message about the whole situation, okay? Ann Gail Mars, the old DA of Bucks County, okay? She was my lawyer. Sam Hand, who works as a contractor getting big companies and military stuff out of debt. He's a hired help contractor, or what do they call it when you analyze a company and then tell them how to get out of bankruptcy estate or whatever. I forget the name for that. I can't believe I can't remember it, but it doesn't matter. This is all blah, 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 but they said because it's a refusal DUI, they keep a database in PennDOT. I said, why do you even, I went to reinstate my license because my shit was expunged years ago. And I couldn't just reinstate it and pay the normal fee to reinstate my license. That's how it's supposed to operate. I'm supposed to just go in and reinstate it. This shit's expunged. It's not in the criminal system. When I apply for jobs, they can't see that, they don't see, oh, she had a DUI in 2017. No, because it's fucking expunged. But the DMV, who happens to be a criminal entity in my opinion, because on the whole, and I'm not pointing at this one as individuals, because this is a franchise DMV. I think Dave Fedician's family, who I happen to know him when I was young, my sister dated one of his friends, they used to have an auto tax place over here on Trenton Road by De Lorenzo's. Well, they got involved with PennDOT, and they have this tags place, but it's also a PennDOT, and they also take people on driving classes. Whatever, they have that going on. They want to extort me, tell me I either have to get a breathalyzer kit and pay all that money over, probably like up to, it could be up to $2,000. They want me to do all that. Or my other option, because I said I don't have that kind of money, and I'm not even on probation, there's no court case, it's supposed to be expunged. The point is, the other thing was I could sign a waiver with the same company that does the breathalyzer kits, a smart start vehicle ignition system, and I could pay $81 some and sign a waiver saying I waive my right to drive for a year, even though I haven't driven for years. And that I don't own a vehicle. I haven't owned a vehicle for years. The last vehicle I had, ironically, is actually sitting right here in this person's driveway, right here, I'm pretty sure. It was stolen in Philadelphia on G Street. I made a report with the local district, and there's a DC number on it. And that car was the car that was stolen. And this car's been sitting here for years, and I'm pretty sure it's mine. I'm pretty sure that's the car. Pretty sure. Right here at 236. Whatever this road is, what is this? Queen Anne Boulevard? Or is this, I don't know, whatever, it's Fairless Hills. But yeah, these people also, so they're all in cahoots because they illegally stole the vehicle. I reported it stolen. When the police found it, they never informed me. Then 6 months later, in that situation, I got a thing in the mail saying the title's been switched. I thought, well, if the police found it somewhere, they were supposed to alert me. They have my email, my cell phone, they know where I live. I would have go in there and talked to them in person. But they didn't inform me, and they illegally sold the vehicle, and it ended up here at 236, whatever this fucking street is in Fairless Hills. Ironically, I happened to walk by it while I've been living over here the last couple of years. Okay? So the DMV is trying to extort me. I talked to the guy on the phone today because I finally saved up the money, because for years I've been living in poverty. I was even homeless for a couple of years. Imagine being in expensive-ass suburbs where the apartments are over $2,000 or close to $2,000 a month minimally. There's no studio apartments. There's nowhere cheap to live in this whole county, Bucks County. This is because of the cartel rent fixing. Fuck you, Venezuela. Fuck you, Muertes. God of life, fuckface. You child fucking pedo pimping fucking piece of shit. You little child molest ass bitches and you witch mothers. You fucking sodomite trash. And that goes the same for any of you white people and black people too. Any of you P. Diddy Ranch people. Any of you Joe Biden people. Alright? You're all fucking scumbags to me. And to everybody else. And we all fucking know it. Anyway. I'm not trying to be extorted here. So they're trying to get me to pay for a shakedown when, first of all, it's illegal for them to even have my information in any database. Why do they have a database with my expunged information sitting in there? It's my intellectual property, my name, my real property, my history that was supposed to be expunged from the whole criminal system. Is the DMV is claiming to be, the owner was in there arguing with me. They refused to serve me. I went in, the girl behind the counter is mad and holding a grudge at me because a few weeks ago I walked by